Welcome back, everyone. Here we go, top 100 time. Today we'll be doing 100 through 91. Excited to get into this. One thing I should mention, and this is relevant for the very first one I'm about to talk about here. Um, I it was a few weeks ago that I actually ranked these, so there might have been some changes. It's very much a snapshot in time, and my preferences and choices are always going up and down. And the more I play a game, usually the more I like it. So keep that in mind as we talk about number 100, which is It's a Wonderful World. It was 71 last year. This game, it's a drafting game where you are drafting all of these weird. Oh, this is gonna bug Rich and apparently a lot of people. It doesn't matter that the back of the box is upside down if you flip it around like this. It doesn't matter at all. Rich. Uh, wow, starting this top 100 off on a bang, starting some beef. It's just like Kendrick and Drake, right? So you're drafting these weird kind of not post-apocalyptic, like what's the word? Utopian, like but dystopian cards. And then they give you, so they cost these various different resources, and they give you various different resources, and they give you points in different ways. Um, it's just a really solid drafting game. I played this actually recently since making the list with Jess and Jen, and we played the expansion. Lots of fun. Really like the expansion. Yeah, really solid drafting game. It's a Wonderful World. Might have been higher if I had actually played it, more recently when I made the list. Oh, who knows? Number 99 is the first roll and write on the list. It was 44 last year. This is Long Shot, the dice game. Long Shot, the dice game. Ironically, the problem that I have with this, the reason it's dropped a bit, is that it's a bit long for what it is. It's very fun that you are marking like the odds. You're changing the odds of the race as the race is happening. You can buy the horses after the race has started. In fact, you have to, which is like awesome. What a great theme. Works just like regular race horsing, horse racing. Maybe I should have waited until I had a second cup of coffee before making this top 10. Um, I really like it. It's just I want it to be faster, but it does take like over 45 minutes. So it's a little bit long for what it is, but still really great because you got all these different kinds of horses that have different special abilities, and you're cheering on your horses and like trying to change the odds and make things better. Lots of fun. That's Long Shot the Dice Game. Number 98 is the first new game on the list, also the first one I don't own, and that is Wormspan. So controversial, especially to Amy, that Wingspan fell off the list, but Wormspan is on. I like Wormspan a little better. I only played it the one time with Nikki and Rich and Amy, and it's a little more fun. I don't care as much about theme as a lot of people. Um, and so therefore the fact that it's about dragons, like I don't care. That's cool. Dragons are fine. Like, I think what a lot of people have said is that they're like, well, but they aren't real, so you can't read these fun little facts on them. And like, yeah, I can understand how you would like that. It's just like not me. Um, I think that the whole exploring the cave mechanic is very interesting. And playing the cave cards down to like improve the cave and make it a little bit different, also very cool. Yeah, so that's Wormspan. Who knows? Maybe I'll try Finspan at some point, but as it is, I'm happy with owning Wingspan. That's cool. Yeah, we'll keep that one. It's just not on the list. Gonna get grief for that. Number 97. I also don't own. It's not new to the list. It was 79 last year, so just a little flippity flip. Pretty much about the same. This is Trajan. Trajan is a game from Stefan Feld or Stefan Feld. I don't know how he says it. In which it's point salad. You're putting guys out on the little map, you're moving guys around, you're getting these little buildings, you're doing the little trading, the resources and things. It's all point salad. But the reason why this is my second favorite, I think, Feld game at this point is the Mancala mechanism, where you are choosing your action by moving around the little things. And in particular, you're putting out these little goals along the edge of the Mancala mechanism. So it's like, oh, if you end here with a white and a pink token, you will get to fulfill this goal and get a free action. And that's really cool and really fun. So like mathing that out in your brain, with the we call a mechanism. Makes it really great. That is Trajan. Number 96, barely holding on. It was 98 last year. It was 90 the year before, 59 the year before. That's the Quacks of Quedlinburg. I haven't played this game forever, but it's fun. This is bag building. So you are putting tokens into a bag and then drawing them out one by one and hoping not to bust. So it's a little push of your luck, a little like, oh, what are the odds I would draw the 3 white? It's like 1 in a million, and then you draw it and you're like, oh. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I don't know why I haven't played this one in a while. It's just not one I really think to get to the table, so maybe it falls off. But as of now, it's hovering around the 90s. That's Quacks of Quedlinburg. Number 95 was 97 last year, so also still hanging on. But this one I actually played recently. This is Shadowhunters. I can't remember who suggested it, but we played this on I don't know, a December game day or something like that. At a game day at my house. Plays well with 6. I would say better with 7 or 8. And it's a kind of it is a social deduction game where you're like either a shadow character or you're a hunter character or you're a neutral character and you have your own goal that you're trying to do. This game is weirdly expensive. It's like because it's well out of print and there's a reprint that people didn't like. But yeah, it's a fun, like, kind of stupid game. Like, where you're like, oh, I'm going to attack you, and then you randomly do, like, 5 damage, and like, crazy. And then it turns that person was your teammate. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to keep hanging on to it. It's a good game. Shadowhunters. Number 94 is also the new game to the list. The last game on this top 10 that I do not own, last new game to the list, and that is Last Light. So, shout out to 2 people. First of all, Matthew. I played this game with Matthew at Origins a few years ago, and we both loved it, but he backed it on Kickstarter, so I played his copy a couple times. And he 3D printed these little boxes that have a little light on it. So when you're done with your turn, because everybody takes their turns at the same time in this game, like you take your turn, and then once everybody's done, you take your next turn. But you hit the little button, and the light comes on, and so therefore it shows, I am done with my turn. Once everybody's lights are on, you all turn them off, you take your next turn. It makes it faster and cooler just because, like, not only do you have a little toy, but also it's so much easier to tell when people are done. So you're not always asking, like, is everybody done? Is everybody done? You can see it. So yeah, really like that. It definitely elevated the game a little bit for me, which is why it's in the top 100 for the first time now. Also, shout out to Jimmy, who won this game at the Board Game Bash yesterday. So, and he said he might play it today. So, very timely, Jimmy. Didn't know this was going to happen, but congrats. Moving on. 93. Ooh, big fall here. It was 36 last year. It was 17 the year before that. 11 the year before that. And this is Castles of Mad King Ludwig, which also shout out to Richard Wendy, who won this yesterday at the Board Game Bash. I still really like the game. I have played it recently, and it was good. But like the game that we played was good, but it wasn't amazing. For whatever reason, it's fallen out of my favor a little bit. You might see another game by this designer that's often talked about in the same breath of this higher up on the list. It is really cool and really fun that you are building these crazy castles with these tiles. So like I do really like it, even though it's fallen so much. It's just not a game I reach for normally anymore for whatever reason. Also, the pictures they put on the back here, like, no one's going to have a castle that's like that nicely compact. Like, this is crazy. Like, your castle's going to be like all over the place. Anyway, Castles Mad King Ludwig. Number 92 is another big drop. It was 29 last year, and that is Challengers, the game that spawned the chant I Beat Kyle, which we all know I love so much. Challengers is a tournament game loosely themed around Capture the Flag. It's a very light deck building game where you're kind of playing war, but it's fun. Works best with 8, which is one of the reasons why I haven't gotten it to the table much lately, I think. When it first came out, there was a group of us that were playing it like a lot, and we might have gotten a little bit sick of it. I don't know. There is a second edition of this, second version with all new factions. and hoping to play the mega game where you play with 16 people and have a tournament with both of the games together. That'd be cool. Nikki, we gotta make that happen. That's number 92, Challengers. Last one for the day today. It was 76 last year, 88 the year before that. This is Stella, Dixit Universe. Dixit was a game that was on the top 100 for a little while. It was a game I played for years that I really like with these weird cards with esoteric art. And it's like, I'm going to give a clue for this one. The problem with Dixit, I think, comes that especially when you're teaching it to new people, it can be a little, the pressure is on for them when it's their turn to come up with a clue. And they can be, some people just are not quite good at the give a clue that's close enough that some people get it, but it's not so exact that everybody gets it. Also, some people have varying ideas on whether or not you should do inside jokes, like inside knowledge for Dixit, and I say absolutely not. I don't think it doesn't make it fun. It's like, oh well, I'm just not gonna get that because I haven't seen that movie. Like, no, not cool. Stella solves that by having a word that everyone is trying to associate this grid of cards with. So you're going to have, what is it, 12 cards here, and then you mark down as many of them up to 10. No, it's 15 cards. It's 15 cards. You mark up to 10 of them you think fit the clue. So if the clue is captain, you might be like, yeah, that one, sure, that one, that one, that one. But you're trying to match with other people, which is fun. So you're trying to get the kind of group mind going. But if you are the one who chooses the most, who marks down the most, then you are not going to get as many points unless you're right on every single one. And that's a very cool twist. So I really like Stella. Haven't played it in a while, but it's really good. I need to play this one. And that's the first 10 of the top 100. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the games. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one. Bye.